Hi everyone, it's Giselle here with another message, and I just wanted to clarify the difference between unconditional love for your beloved and taking abuse and giving your power away to someone who has not got this purest of intent with you and is actually abusive. There is a massive difference, and you will feel this within your heart, and it's very important for you to follow your intuition and to be discerning. Abusive behavior should never ever be tolerated, and I want you to know this, that my message of unconditional love does not apply to abusive situations. I mean, you can be forgiving and letting go of that abuse and negativity that's attached to it for your own well-being and spiritual growth, but physically remove yourself if you are feeling abused. People are just taking your power away and making you feel small, whether that's physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, any form of actual abuse. Do not tolerate it. And I can't reiterate this enough. There is a difference, and this is where you will recognize a karmic, a false twin, compared to your true love. Your true love, even though they may say silly things at times, they will never ever be abusive. And do not tolerate this from anyone, whether that's from your family, from your partner. Do not, even from yourself. And this may sound really funny, like, how can I abuse myself? Anytime you think a thought that's not of the highest, anytime you think, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm this, I'm that, that's that's emotionally and mentally abusing yourself. Stop it, and stop accepting any abuse. Remove yourself from that situation as soon as possible, especially if you're physically in danger. Get yourself out. That does not equal unconditional love, because you are not loving yourself through accepting this type of behavior. Don't give your power away. Abusive people are just power hungry, spiteful, usually people who have had situations in their life where they've been abused. And I'm not saying that this is right at all, because it's so wrong, but a way of them coping with that loss of their own power is by taking other people's power away from them. But don't for a minute think that my message of unconditional love has anything to do with taking any abuse from anybody. If you're in that situation, you must really, really go within and really think, if this was my true love, would they really do this to me? And I can tell you they wouldn't. They would not. So take yourself out of that situation. Stop having this victim mentality. I know this message may sound really harsh, but sometimes, especially when you're in an abusive situation, you need a bit of tough love to just get that kick, to get you out of that situation. It's not worth giving your power away to somebody who does not have your highest interest to heart. Don't give your power away to anyone anyway. And do not take abuse. And I hope that this message has helped to clarify things, because the last thing I would want is to encourage anyone who's in an abusive situation, whether that's mental, emotional, and especially physical. Don't take it. And sometimes emotional and mental abuse is more painful than physical, because whilst being physically hurt is in the moment itself very painful and can be quite damaging, emotional and mental abuse can scar you for years to come. So love yourself enough to remove yourself from that. Don't be a doormat. and don't allow anyone to take away your power. Thank you for listening. Namaste.